Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the match review on my Sundowns FM vlog. So, before we get further into the video and discuss today's event, please hit the subscribe button. Also, please like this video and click the notification bell after you subscribe for you to get a notification every time after we upload videos. We have a lot of content. As returning subscribers know, never let down, the most consistent for the past 4 years. Do the right thing and subscribe. I'm here with Tlotlo to do the match review after Mamelodi Sundowns progressed to the group stages of the CAF Champions League after beating Maniema Union for the seventh time in a row. Natural habitat, but as we were chatting earlier on, we need to elevate from natural habitat and take it a bit further. And I'm here with Tlotlo. How are you?
I'm good. Consistency, 7 years in a row. We are the big boys of African football now. We are consistently there. Mamelodi Sundowns belong in the CAF Champions League. They belong last 16, last 8, last 4 finalist winners. They belong there. They're the big boys. We are there with Al Ali and Esperance and them all, but
Come down.
we must win a few more Champions League. But you get what I'm saying? Consistency.
Yeah. Let's get into the game then, and we'll get into the Champions League chat a bit later towards the end of the video, or at the end of the video. Coming into this game, there were reported, which I hardly believe, that the Maniema coach, the Union coach said, if this is the Sundowns that people were talking about, this is a weak Sundowns team.
No, he didn't say it. He said it after the last game.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Congo. He did.
Yeah.
He uttered those words. That
Did he?
This is He did. He uttered those words. This is not. Those are the reports we're getting from the
Mickey
DRC.
Gini. From Mickey Gini.
I don't follow that. I blocked that account a long time ago. So it was other accounts on Twitter that this is not the Mamelodi Sundowns. Even Coach Rulani answered a question from the journalist. Okay, if we are not a strong side, we'll see when we meet them in Victoria. So those those comments were said, and that question was asked.
Yeah, but so getting to that point is that what a bold statement to make for you to come to Pretoria and sit in a low block and wanna play on a counter attack. What a bold statement for you to say. We dominated that game from start. We were in control from start until the 70th minute, and we'll get to that while we get into the match review. We dominated large parts of that game. Superior.
Utterly dominant. Possession, positionally, everything. We were utterly dominant. I hadn't seen. Yes, we have won other games, bigger scores in the Champions League, but the way we dominated that team, we camped on, not even in the half, in our final third, like, it was a low blow, and at no point did I think, oh, this will end 0-0 or they'll nick a goal on the counter. At no point did the way we were playing, the way Temba was dancing, you could see that would break them eventually.
Yeah.
Whether it would be a set piece, like I said, the big teams break the ice set piece if the game is tight, or we were playing through them.
Speaking about set pieces, one thing that not worries me, but does it bother me? I don't know. I can't find the right English right now to speak about it. Is that we created so many chances and half chances, but our only the 2 goals that we scored came from set pieces. Does that? Do you have any feelings about that at all, or you don't?
No.
I think we at least we could have scored 1 or 2 goals from open play. I think there was a lot of instances where Motonale too relaxed. Shalulile didn't play the pass to Kutumela. Instead, he took a shot. Villa was too languid. Sometimes wanted to do the same thing over and over again instead of crossing with his left foot. Anyaway, cut back. I think we could have created a few more clear-cut chances if we were more clinical or more
Yeah. In this game,
Yes, in this
yeah.
game.
Yeah, you could say that, but largely, I'm not worried.
No, I'm
because
talking about today's game.
okay, I know, no. I get your point. Like with Villa and Mshishu were dancing. They were very, very good in the area they're not more good at. But when it came to the final pass or the final action that would lead to a goal, they would do. It wouldn't be there, but they played really, really well. I like their performance.
Yeah. Let's speak about the team selection, the starting 11. We made how many changes from the Golden Hours game? Grant came in for Mandela, and then AJ for no Riva for Domingo, and then who else? What's the other change? Oh, Mshishi for Castor. Let's speak about Grant is class. Like we were saying about Grant that I think he looks so assured as a Sundowns centre back that we've said enough about Grant on this channel, and we're still going to speak about him. But I want to focus on a player that the player that came in for Domingo. And I remember I had a conversation with you during the match, Gary. Yes, when Andile Jali is our six, he's a top class six. But it seems like Riva Hatseni, when we're in possession of the ball, we're just a different animal. His decision making, his precision, his execution, his scanning of the field. He knows who is where at what time, who's gonna make which run. I think Rivaldo Kutsia just takes us to another level.
On Wednesday against Golden Arrows, you said there was something wrong with our rest defense. There was something not right because of the counter attacks the Golden Arrows really. Today, I'm sure you got your answer. What was wrong?
Yeah,
you got the answer.
100%.
For 3 years on this channel, we've been raving we've been raving about the Rivaldo Kutsia for 3 years straight on this channel. So
what is six?
What is six? You're right. His decision making, his screening, his aerial, like Rivaldo wins a lot of aerial jewel in the middle of the park, and that's an underrated stat when you have a midfielder that can win that, and when you have the same midfielder that can pass better than anyone on the pitch. That's a different level, man. Yeah. He controls games for us.
Yeah. Maniema, they came here and they wanted to play on the counter attack, obviously, and they wouldn't play through the middle. They didn't want to play through the middle. Although today it was surprising because they made one change from their previous team. I think they introduced another midfielder and they were playing three midfield, but still they didn't want to go. They wanted to go wing play. But I thought our fullbacks were fantastic.
Kulusamudau is with every game.
Yeah.
With every passing game.
It's amazing what confidence can do.
Yeah. He's a different player from last season. And Laleke class, the best left back in the country for 2 years, going on 3 now. I don't expect anything less from Lyle, but Kulusa is really impressing me. Yeah, I think so.
I think another solid performance from him. We'll get into it when we get into the ratings. Okay, let's speak about the two dancers. Remember, we said the other day, or maybe what was missing from Villa's performance on Wednesday was Nahuputsichulia, his dancing partner, and man, oh man, didn't they give us a show today?
Yeah, no, and we were supposed to be at the stadium today, so imagine witnessing that. Tembazwane is
from dropping deep into the half space, into zone 14, into whether he's replacing Peter right there in the front. I mean, he covers so much ground. He's so fit. He presses so much. Sometimes his decision making, but he's such a brilliant footballer, Tambazwana.
I on this show I don't think we can say things we haven't said about Tembazwane.
True.
We've I'm sure about everything we need to say about Tembazwane. An elite footballer.
Yeah.
Sorry, you asked me also about Villa. I thought he was extremely good today.
Yeah.
one or two decision making where he could have done, but he's in that area where El Temba they make a lot of magic.
Also, I think the movement him and Tembazwane made gave Peter and Kutu a lot of space.
Yeah.
It's about the movement. It's about them dragging a fullback into 2 yards wider than they're supposed to be. Not a fullback, I mean a centre back, 2 yards wider than they're supposed to be. Tembazwane moving deep, alatel like a centre back, and then making space for Kutumela or Shalilile. I mean, that's how you beat a low block. Your movement, moving them. You need to move the low block. But yeah, overall a good performance. Could have scored more goals, but you can't fault the performance at all. As Madala Taji said, surgical ward, clean, emotionless. Rocha Tuno Dorafeta.
On to the next one.
On to the next one. Okay. Let's get into the ratings and we'll come back. It's a Champions League. Let's quickly get into the ratings.
Nothing the 6.
No. No.
We did say Ramoroba.
And another thing I told you again as we were watching the match, it's so great watching these productions that the poor, the sound is, because you can hear all the sound.
The coaching.
How commanding Dennis Onyango was from the back, man. I can't remember what he was saying. Go to this.
Go
deeper. River, go wide. You hear all of that and you're fascinated. Give him Masinde 7 and let's move on.
Give me 7.
Give him 7, let's move on. Kuluso Mudau.
Give me 7.
Give him 7, let's move on. Guys, I'm impressed by Kuluso Mudau.
Yeah.
I hope he keeps this going. Today he was making all the right decisions. There was an interception that he made. I think it was a counter attack. Tamamne apusha hawan. How do I push a bit? Kuliso was there to take the ball. He was, and he's playing without fear now. Like he's not afraid to play out from the back.
He's not afraid to make mistakes.
Yes,
that's something you can see he was tentative. But now he's a
Mamelodi Sundowns player.
He's a right back.
Okay, let's get to Grant Kegan.
One thing you did say is when Grant is there, yes, Rushin and Musa Lubusa are probably two of the best centre backs in the country.
Yeah,
granted. No one can.
No pun intended.
Yes, good. That's a good one. No one can. Okay, people can argue, but I'd put on a stronger argument for Grant Musa and Rushin Duru being the best centre back. But when Grant is playing, it looks like it will look smoother playing out from the back.
Yes, he's not erratic.
No,
he's so calm
on the ball. He's always available for a pass. He's graceful going out from the back to the midfield, and I felt even we go forward and we look so much more assured. It's not a surprising stat that we kept more clean sheets when he's playing. So I'm extremely happy Grant Kekana as a Mamelodi Sundowns player.
One thing one thing we tend to forget is that Grant Kekana had a glorious campaign Super Sport in the Confederations Cup, so he's been exposed to this level of Africa. He's been exposed to Africa, and it's, and I can't wait to see him further in the competition. But because we weren't tested that much, our fullbacks were tested more than our centre backs essentially. So I think I'll give Grant a 6.5. Both centre backs, in fact. Both centre backs, I think will get a 6.5. Yeah, the best centre back on the continent.
Left back.
No, the best left back on the continent.
How many times has Laila K broken the ice for us?
A lot of times.
How many times has he gotten the winner? Like it's a set. People say he almost scores free kicks. I mean, give me another left back
that scores.
and he's consistent.
I mean, the Al Ali setup, the Al Ali left back. He takes penalties and free kicks.
He's reliable. Like and Neo, tomorrow we're playing a Champions League final. Give me your 11 Euro Toma. I can bet my last money. I don't have much. I can bet my last money that Lyle Lake will be in that team.
100%.
Without Usai Nahana leaving
Yeah.
there, he'll just be in there. Usai Nahana.
yeah.
That's how consistent he is
Yeah.
performing at the very, very highest level.
Lyle, man, he was also involved. Although it was a bad cross for the second goal. It was a bad cross. The goalkeeper fumbled it, and then yeah, Lalaki is such an important player for Mamelodi Sundowns. I think I think that's his sixth goal contribution, if not seventh. Kamaropa. Maybe guys correct me. I think it's either it's between 6 and 8. I'm not sure goal contribution for the season, but I don't think it's 8. I don't think it's 8, but it's a lot of goal contributions for a right back, for a left back. And I don't think in the PSL another defender comes close to the goal contributions that Lyle has, and you can see that he takes pride in it. You'll see his tweets after the game or goal contribution number. You'll see he takes pride in contributing to the team going forward. Lyle 7.5.
Yeah. I was gonna say give him his jersey number, but he was a bit better than that.
Yeah. Rivaldo Gutierrez.
7.5.
Okay. We've said a lot. We've said a lot about Riva. Yeah, man, he just makes us so much better. We're superior when Rivaldo Gutierrez is on the field. You said 7.5. Okay. Another midfield masterclass from Andile Jali.
Yeah. I'm amazed at the consistent run of games Andile Jali is playing.
Yeah.
I don't think he has played this many games from Sundowns consistently. I do not think so. I think Kent's tweeted Andile Jali is returning back to his 2019 form towards the Telkom knockout final, and in the Telkom knockout final, I think he's playing better than that. I think this is best form.
Yeah, this is
Sundowns.
probably his best form for Mamelodi
It has
Sundowns
to
ever since he arrived, man. Today he was playing a bit of a different role because he wasn't the six, which Riva was there. Another interesting thing is that I think we're moving away from last season's 4-3-3 information, and if you have AJ and Riva there right now, or AJ and Hash, it would be interesting to also see Hash and Riva.
Yeah.
It would be interesting to see, but AJ is undroppable. That's the thing. AJ is also undroppable. I think AJ deserves the same rating as Riva. You think so? No. Riva was better.
Riva's class.
Okay,
Riva's class.
Okay, no problem. I think we'll give him a 7.
7.
Yeah, we'll give AJ a 7. Let's start with Tembazwane.
7.5. 8.
Yeah,
For me, was the best player on the pitch.
definitely.
8.
Definitely. Tembazwane makes us tick, man. He makes us tick. He's so class. I said when I was talking about Enali Villa earlier on, he's all over that, from the consolidation phase of the field until from the consolidation phase of the field into the final third. Tembazwane is, especially in the central channel.
Yeah, no.
He's everywhere there, man, and he wants to make sure that we dominate in the field
we have an overload in midfield. We have an overload in zone 14. We have Tembazwane makes sure we overload many areas of the pitch. Coach Peter used to say Kekana and Mabunda.
Yes.
He dances.
Yeah.
He dances, and Riva now plays the piano and Temba just dances.
Yeah.
He dances. And
Yeah, I can start the piano.
remember he told us he can start it, and then actually Riva and then he dances on the stage. And in the Champions League, there's no better player.
Yeah,
in the whole of
and he
Champions
does love the Champions League.
It's his
Tembazwane loves
The big players love the
Champions League.
the Champions
Even
League.
in Europe,
Yeah.
every player loves, the big players love the Champions League. Yeah, Tembazwane, we said 8. I think that's good. That's a good rating for Temba. Villa.
7. I thought he played really well. He just missed the goal.
Or better decision making. I think because for me, I think his decision making is not there yet, and he's Yes, he played extremely well, but it's just that,
especially in the first half.
yeah. I just needed something a bit more from him.
You needed a goal just to cap the performance, a goal or an assist, or just to cap the performance in that role where he played.
Okay, I'll give you a rating. I was gonna say 6.5, but I'll give you a 7. I'll give you a 7. Thabiso Kutume.
Quiet game.
Yeah.
Quiet.
Quite, but as I said the other day, it sound like a broken record. With Thabiso Kutume, you can never fault the effort.
The effort
And how he worked. He had a chance. Where I think was it AJ? AJ played him a ball over the defense. Well, no, it wasn't even a ball over the defense. We won the ball back, and then AJ played it back into him through ball, and then Ebe, he dribbled over the goalkeeper, and then he hit the side netting.
in the first half.
In the first half, he had a chance to score there and make it 2-0 for us, but it just wasn't coming for him. Then I think Kutu. I don't know. I didn't see much of him elsewhere today.
Same.
I didn't see much of him.
Same. But Kutu is like you said, is well about and everything they do beside the stats that people like to talk about is he's so important in the way we attack and in the way we defend.
Yeah. Yes.
High up.
Yes.
He's so
because we defend from the front.
Little Castles, as magical as it is, he doesn't give you the defensive work Kutu gives you.
Kutumela is so important for that first line of defense, and that's why you can afford to, maybe not overlook. He's an attacker, but you must also look at that when you're rating him. So I think I'll give him a 6.
Yes, perfect.
I'll give him a 6. Peter, quiet game as well, but he scored. He scored, which is what you need from your number 9.
Yeah, exactly. He smells the situation. He smells like okay, we're not footballers, but not many players risked for the goalkeeper was going to drop it. He did, and he was right position, right time, right place.
Instincts are number 9, right? That's all from
his rating.
Sorry. Peter, he scored, man. 6.5. He scored.
Okay.
6.5. I can even make a vouch for a 7 because
no, I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
Okay. Go in a ratings mention, so we'll take your opinion. The subs that came on, man. Hutene,
Kemet,
Neo, Maniema. Let's talk about those two first. Not much.
Not much really.
Not much from them.
Not much really.
I want to just say, and I thought the coaches at that point needed to introduce Blessapeli because it was a point in the game where we had lost control of the game for we were not retaining the ball enough. Our midfield, I think the Balapile as well.
I wonder, was it down to us allowing or us feeling the effect of 3 games in 7 days?
Yeah,
it could be that like we dropped at the intensity and level we played the first half. It could be naturally physically you can't maintain it for 90 minutes. That after 65-70 minutes we dropped, and they, because they were desperate, what's the use of sitting in a low block when you need 3 goals to go through? It looked like, yes, I agree with you that we had lost authority in the game, we had lost control of the game, and I would have made the Sabia Congolese for a forward player just to gain the control back. But I just wonder. I'm asking you. It's a question actually. Did we do that because we thought, okay, let's drop back 5 meters and let them play because they can't bring us down. We know they are needed to goal, or it was physical. We just.
I think it was a mixture of both. I think physically we just dropped, and then also like we because we didn't want to concede. We got clean sheet as well. We didn't want to concede. We dropped 5 meters, but also that's why I'm saying that then you introduce a blesser for you to retain the ball better at the time. But I don't think there was much from all of our subs, in fact.
Yeah, true.
If,
All
even
four.
if
All
even if
four.
you
The
go
four.
to Pavol Leblesa himself when he came on,
yeah.
I think he came in 5 minutes later than these ones came on. I think all our subs should get a 4
4.
rating. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they gave us much. The coaches.
8.
Clean job, says Lord, Mamelodi Sundowns through to the next stage of the
Champions League.
Champions League. Yeah. So we are through to the group stages again for the 7th time in a row. The draw, I don't know when it will be. The group stages start in February. We'll wait for communication from CAF. So the teams that have qualified for the group stages, I'll put them here in the screen just now. So it's Al Ali from pot 1. It's Al Ali, Esperance de Tunis, Wydad Casablanca, Raja Casablanca. Pot 2, Zamalek, Mamelodi Sundowns, Horoya, Etoile du Sahel, and then pot 3 is going to be Al Hilal, CR Belouizdad, Pedro Luanda, ES Setif. Pot 4 is going to be Al Makarer from Sudan. I don't know. There's this other Sagranda. So it must be a new team from Angola, and then you get Amazulu as well in there. And
Shout out to Sutu.
Shout out to Sutu and Jordan Galaxy.
Yes. Shout out to Coach
Sutu.
Benny.
Yes.
Shout out to that was the story.
Shout out to them, man. Shout out to Sutu there. Shout out to Coach Benny. Huge shout out to Coach Benny. Yes, we have 2 South African teams in the group stages again for the 2nd season in a row, and I think we missed 1 season because when Pirates was there the other season as well. This is what we want.
Yeah, this is what we want.
Yeah,
No, this is what we want.
yeah. So yeah, we'll push. What I was saying at the beginning, it's our natural habitat, but we need to push for pot 1 now. We cannot be.
Who's in pot 1? Please check for me again.
Pot 1 is Raja. It's Wydad. It's Al Ali. And it's Tunis. Esperance. Yeah. We need to break into that. Because for me right now, Wydad are not as good a team as we know it to be. We need to break either them or
Raja.
even Taraji, as they call it up north.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to break them into that. That's where we should be. Because we should be up there. Actually, it should be us. Because Mazembe didn't make it into the. We need to even make it past them in the rating, in the CAF rating. Because we're out there. Yeah.
You said the group stages start in February.
Yeah.
We should take over domestic business,
yeah.
so that when it starts, when the real business starts.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got a long 25 wins, 5 draws.
Let's not get there yet, but
okay. Yeah. Alright, thank you for watching us rambling about Mamelodi Sundowns. Yeah, man, this team makes us happy. What a football club.
Next game, cup final.
Where will you be next Saturday?
Go
We don't know. We lied to the people last week.
Subscribe, guys. Keep on liking, sharing the page. We appreciate the community we are growing.
Yeah.
The feedback. If someone asked us on the YouTube comments, sorry, am I allowed to subscribe? Even though I'm a Kaizer Chiefs fan.
Subscribe, Kosi.
My friend.
Subscribe,
this is your channel.
Subscribe, Hebe Usutu. Subscribe, everybody. Subscribe, Wena Dima Wada. Subscribe, Ana Walali.
We love you.
We love you guys.